I mean, I think the changes are mostly all make the game better. The netcode is a real, I mean, it's exactly what the game needed, especially in these times. It's great to see, and I think, the general consensus is that it's pretty damn good. It's the best netcode I can think of for a 3D fighter. And I think Harada has said multiple times that the challenges for creating netcode for a 3D fighter are quite distinct and unique as opposed to a 2D fighter due to all the animations. So, yeah, this is way better the netcode than Soul Calibur or I mean, there aren't that many 3D fighters out there, but it's certainly better than Soul Calibur. It's better than the few games of Dead or Alive 6 I've played. But yeah, it's pretty damn good. I mean, it's a.
I also want to mention that it's like even the netcode buff have made it so that, players who are in regions quite far away from me, the game now recognizes as, well, these guys are viable to you now. The connection is so good that suddenly I'm playing ranked and I'm playing against an Iranian Tekken champ. And suddenly I'm playing with people from I never got paired with these guys I've played a lot of ranked.
That's awesome.
Usually it was Europe, Italy, Spain, Finland, but now it's like the search area is so much greater and it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's like I've been able to play sets with a lot of the Saudi Arabian guys that I've known for a very, very long time, and now I'm actually play them and it's playable. Not just playable, but legit. It's legit. If I'm losing, it's because I lost, and if I win, so it's super, super good. I think above all else, the most impressive thing about the netcode is that I can play an Italian in 5 bars. That blew my mind when I found an Italian and it said 5 bars. I thought, there's nothing more to say. This is amazing.
Yeah. No, I saw the exact same thing. Also, historically, Spain and Italy always have 3 bar, and now 5. It's
that's it. I didn't think they'd be able to do it, man. I didn't think they'd be able to do that, but they made Italians and Spanish 5 bars, and shout out to Ban, and I'm going to take it for that, man.
That's pretty amazing.
It's magic.
So yeah, what's the farthest distance you guys have had a playable match? Because I've heard, Span, you played against people in New York, UK to East Coast seems to be a thing now, or Europe to East Coast is apparently a thing.
I played 75 games with Nashi. Nashi's from New Jersey. Oh, wow. One of the best Fang players in that region, and it was very playable. We played so much, and we wouldn't have played that much if it was not playable. Yeah. If it was shit, we'd just be like, all right, GG's after maybe 5 or something. But no, we played 75 games. I mean, we just got lost. We just kept playing. And that's one of the things that I've always wanted for such a long time is the bridge between USA and Europe to be just a bit closer, so that we could actually start playing again. East Coast to Europe, I feel like is very doable. The more you go out, the less playable it becomes. I tried to play Sonic Fox in and it was kind of not too bad, not too good. I think both me and you, Adrian, we played against Rip, right? And it was playable-ish, right? But not the best.
Yeah.
No, West Coast remains 3 bar. It used to be 3 to 2 bar before, but now it's a pretty solid 3 bar, but still not very playable. But East Coast is great. Usually was 3 bars to me. Now it's 4 pretty much consistently. And there's not a whole lot of bad things to say. Still, for me, Asia remains pretty unplayable. South Korea.
Yeah.
Australia, obviously, is just still a nightmare. But oh well.
This is huge for the American scene, though, because it finally means East Coast and West Coast can. I wish we had an American guest on the show today, so they could tell us about their experience with it. But I've heard that East Coast to West Coast is now a thing, and it works out.
It wasn't before, and I know this because some organizational stuff that we were doing. One of the biggest challenges for some stuff that we were planning was that East Coast and West Coast is not a good connection. I then made sure that I asked plenty of people, how is it now? I didn't just ask one or two, I asked a lot of people, and they're all of them said it's good now, it's playable. So it's great for the American scene now, because I think they even did a Wednesday night fights with East Coast and West Coast players, which I think is pretty cool now. It's connected the United States a lot more now. And I heard that those guys in America, West Coast, they can play Japanese players in a decent connection. So that's pretty crazy too.
Yeah, I mean, I've played against a friendly tree in Australia, and that was on the verge of playable. I mean, we could just about get our game plans out. And I also tried playing against Main Man on the other side of the world, and that was distinctly not playable. Like there are limits. You can't literally play someone across the other end of the world. But I think your range, your pool, your competitive pool is way bigger than it used to be. And people locals, like people in Japan, Korea, that's basically like offline. As close as it has been in recent memory. So it's great. It's great.
Most important thing is that, you know, the people in your region, you know, the connection will be good. You know, if I'm getting 4 bars with someone who's down the road from me, or like if I'm playing someone from Belgium, and which is not too far away, France and Ireland or something, like that should be good. It should be playable. And I feel like in season 3 it just wasn't, like, a lot of the time, and it just put people off, even if they didn't mind the added volatility to Tekken that has kind of been added throughout the seasons. If they still like to play the game, which most of us do, they couldn't because of the connection. Now they can. That's the main thing, right? And so it's just been great all around. Yeah, definitely.